Hey, what's up, my dudes? So, I'm going to do my first look at Seaside Bellona. Well, it's not really my first look, but this is my first time recording it, obviously. So, first thing I'm going to do, let's preview her base stats here. Good attack. You know, decent health. Her defense is low, but she's a ranger, so that's a given. I mean, thieves have lower, and her base speed is 114. That's pretty good. She get anything extra from... Oops. She gained some extra effectiveness from her awakening, which is good as well. So let's go preview her skills in here. Fortunately, we can't look at her S2, but it looks exactly like regular Bellona's S2. Okay, well, it's gonna auto cast her S3.
Bye bye
I don't get the whale, but okay.
I'll accept your duel.
So, skill 1, watch out, acquire 1 focus. Attacks the enemy with a fan with a 60% chance to target the enemy for 2 turns. So, target is just a 15% damage increase debuff on the enemy. It helps with Wyvern. Helps with burst on pretty much anything. I've also heard that target reduces the target's chance to evade, but I'm not sure if it actually does that. Does it say here? Yeah, while decreasing evasion chance. I believe it's 15%. So, S1's the same as regular Bellona's.
I'll show you what I've got.
S2, this is an interesting ability. I'm with my friends. Shares 30% of damage suffered with the caster, by the caster with the foremost ally. So, whoever's in your lead slot is going to take 30% damage that she would take. That's what that means. When more than 1 damage sharing effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied, so this will not stack with Arius. I believe it will still stack with, like, flat-out damage reduction. Like, this is a damage share, not a reduction. So it would still stack with Crimson Armament as she is when I'm recording this. I don't know what she's going to do when she's nerfed. Or it will still apply with Adamant Shield, or the guild artifact, like if you had that on her, I think they both would stack. The caster gains 1 focus when an ally is attacked. When an ally is attacked and the caster stacked focus is 5, loses all focus and activates You're Not Cute. You're Not Cute attacks all enemies with a fan, with a 50% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns. It looks just like Green Bellona's S2. It's an interesting ability. I'll talk about it more here in a little bit. And then, haven't I warned you, acquire 3 focus. Attacks all enemies with a spray of water. That should say with a giant whale. With a 85% chance to make them unable to be buffed and unhealable for 2 turns. Damage dealt increases with a critical hit. I think it does 30% extra damage. So it's basically like free crit damage increase, I think. When you soul burn, it ignores effectiveness. And then I believe it goes... Yeah, it goes up to 100% chance with 4 molas. So let's look at the whale again.
This is what you get for ruining my vacation. Run before it's too late.
So, she's definitely an interesting hero. She's going to be limited. Pretty sure. There's really not much else I can really talk about. Like, I think she's going to be a decent farmer. Like a dog walker. She can be good for that. I think she'll be good in Banshee. I think she'll be great in Wyvern. Because I'm pretty sure this ability here... Like, Wyvern attacks 3 times, so she'll gain 3 focus every time Wyvern attacks. So she's probably going to be one of the... Like, it's only a 50% chance for a defense break, but it's a 2-turn as well, so... I think she's going to make a lot of 3-man Wyvern teams easier. Like, I'm probably going to use her in a 3-man Wyvern team with Corvus and Luna. I think it'll make it faster and more consistent. Also, she's got really good AoE for Banshee. This says, what, a 4-turn cooldown, and this will probably go off a lot. Because I can assume here that when Banshee attacks, she hits 2 targets. So, if she potentially hits 2 allies, that's 2 focus you're going to get. The way I would build her for PvE is just, 55 effectiveness and a good amount of speed because, well, yeah, so you could really keep target up. She's kind of interesting with her kit. I think she'll be good in PvP too. Specifically Guild War. Unable to be buffed is a really strong debuff. And Unhealable is really strong as well. So you could definitely position her in some teams in Guild War. I don't know exactly, like I don't think her modifiers are spectacular, but you could probably cleave with her as well. Use her as a debuffer to hit with Caladra. There's certain ways you can use her in a lot of different ways that are pretty niche. I think she'll be good in Guild War on a red, blue, green comp with a certain team, because with her you don't really need an Arius on the team. You can have her do a good amount of damage, build her as a bruiser, and then yeah, her defense is kind of low, but her base health isn't that bad. Like you could build her kind of tanky, possibly even on counter. I've ran into a counter Bellona and it's not bad. You just need good subs on it. So she's interesting. I'm definitely going to be pulling her. Her artifact is interesting as well. It's kind of like an AoE Uber's Tooth, but I feel like that artifact isn't going to be great unless you get a couple of them. Just getting one of them, I don't think it's going to be that good. The thing about with Bellona here is she's got a passive S2, so it actually makes those S1 artifacts a lot stronger. So like Infinity Basket, for example, since she's not going to be actively using an S2, she's going to be using S1 more frequently. So that Sword of Judgment, the Song of Stars really doesn't do crap for her, but mainly like Sword of Judgment I think can be very good on her. It'll help her stack her focus faster. And Infinity Basket will be really good on her as well. Her artifact is good on her, but I don't think it's the best artifact to run on her unless you're using her as a cleave and you manage to plus 30 that thing, or at least like plus 21, plus 24, somewhere around there to where you have more. I believe it's just 70. Like let me double check real quick the artifact. If I don't say the wrong thing. Here it is. Yeah, so plus 15 it'll be 75. I would recommend trying to get it to at least 85, 90 before you like try and rely on this thing. I think you'll just get more out of other artifacts, because it really depends on how often she's AoEing. So maybe like in Wyvern it would help, but I still think building her relatively fast on Infinity Basket at plus 30 will be better than this artifact. This is a good artifact, I'm not gonna lie. Like it's really good, but I think it's like Uber's Tooth, where you need a couple copies of it before it's good. Just leaving it at 75% chance, it's not. It's still good, but it's not great, if that makes sense. So if you can max this artifact out, go for it. Like do it. It'll be really good then if you get that to 100%. But I think just leaving it at plus 15, it's still okay, but it's like you'll get more out of a plus 30 4-star artifact than you will this one, or even just a Sword of Judgment that's plus 15. I believe that's a 15% chance on S1, which isn't bad, but you're going to be using S1 more than your AoEs. Where's it at? Where are you? There it is. It's 15, right? Yeah, 15 at plus 15. So yeah, just what I think about that. Definitely gonna pull for. I'm planning on streaming my pulls. We'll see how bad the servers are when it goes live, because I think it's gonna be like biking. They have been a little bit better with their server management, so it might not be that bad. But she's definitely cool. I would recommend getting her. Not just because she's limited, because she's actually good. She's an enabler for a lot of things. Like, you can use her for A11, because she's actually going to be great for A11, because you figure she, like, AoEs almost every time she attacks. So that's 3 focus every time she uses that AoE. Like, Bellona will be able to keep those eggs down on her own while doing defense breaks on the boss. So she's literally good for every hunt but Golem. So if you're struggling with any of those hunts, definitely try and get her. Go in, all in on her. Dump all your Sky Stones if you have to. Just try and get her. And they're giving away a lot of free Covenants right now. Like, me personally, let's see. I have almost 400 Covenants, and like, how long ago was Lilibet? Like, I had none after I pulled Lilibet. I think I had 30. So, I'm not exactly sure how long ago that was. It's about, what, 2 banners ago? And I've already gotten 400 just from farming. And my Sky Stones really haven't moved this entire time. They're giving away a lot of free Covenants right now, so dump them all on Bellona. That's my advice. If I decide to stream, I'll do a community post and let you guys know beforehand. And if you guys want to join me while I'm pulling for those, that'd be great. But that's it for this video. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and you guys have a good one. Later.